Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Let's find out what's going on with Scorpio and what does Scorpio need to know. This is so interesting because Pisces had these two cards not in the same placement, and then in the Pisces reading, the first card that came out for them was the first card that also came out for the Cancer reading. So all three of the water signs are having a interesting overlap with the energy today. So you could be dealing with a fellow water sign, and I did shuffle the heck out of this deck. So I think it's really just trying to show you that there's a connection between all three of the water signs today on my channel. So if you've got other water signs in your chart, I would definitely go ahead and check those messages, see if there's something for you. But let's focus on Scorpio. This is a Scorpio reading, so let's see, because it could be a little different than what we think. What it looks like here is, okay, I'm just going to get it out of the way, because with Pisces, it was like help is on the way. Help is on the way to help to alleviate some kind of difficult, stressful decision-making, confusing situation where you have to make a choice and you don't know what to do. And it's hard. But in this reading, it looks like, yeah, you are still dealing with a multiple choice kind of situation. It is kind of confusing. Not all of this is going to be good for you. And I do see that you are getting what you need in order to make some big changes. But the third card that came out was the Death card. So this is a Scorpio reading. That is your card. It's all about metamorphosis today. Something is being rearranged. Oh, wow. You are successfully navigating a very confusing, difficult transition phase in your life. You're kind of in between worlds right now, and you're going into a place of consolidated power into the future where you are becoming more stabilized, more crystallized. Something is becoming crystallized. Something that has only been kind of in your imagination at this point, something that you only imagined or dreamed of, that you were not even sure if it was ever really going to happen. It's becoming more solid, more tangible. It's really happening. Okay, what's at the bottom? Let's get to the bottom of this. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is, and then the Two of Pentacles, like this is evolution, this is change. The Tower. I'm telling you, Cancer and Pisces both had the Tower as the first card that came out. And Pisces had these two at the bottom of their reading. So it's like what was at the bottom for Pisces is at the top for you. And what was at the top for both Cancer and Pisces is at the bottom for you. So you are seeing the same situation from the opposite perspective, or it's like as above, so below, and you are on the other side of this. I feel like you are already on the other side of whatever the two of them are already going through right now. Like you've already been through it. Maybe you are the one that's helping them. You are the one that's providing guidance. You are the teacher. You are the one that's already been through this. You have been there, done that. You are like a step ahead of them. You're already on the other side of what they are going through right now, but you're in between. So you've already faced the problem. Something about you being a little bit further along in this process than they are, I think. And you are already coping with it or dealing with it in a very effective, very powerful way. It's like the power of your visualization, your clear channel, your clear connection to source energy, to universal intelligence is guiding you. And I think you have what it takes. And I think you have the information that's going to help the other two. That's me. That's my impression that I'm getting right now, because both of them, especially Pisces, but really it was both of them. I'm pretty sure it was both. Hold on a second. Let me check my notes real quick. Yeah. I feel like it was especially Pisces, but I think Cancer had a little bit of it too, where somebody was being helpful and showing the way and lighting the path in the dark, where for them it was hard to see the way forward. But for you, it looks like you are the one who is lighting the path. You are the one who knows the way forward. And you are helping other people find that way forward because you've already been there, done that. And you're doing it again. This is not your first rodeo. For some other people, it may be. Even if you're not dealing with a water sign, I just feel like this is relevant to the message, and I'm trying my best to articulate it. You have done this before. You already know what to do. You know what to do, even if this is your first rodeo, which I don't think it is. I feel like you have a sort of authority here. You have a spiritual authority. You have a spiritual connection. You have guides. You have information to share with others to help them through this very difficult transition phase right now. Yeah. Where you are already a couple steps ahead of other people in this process. You've already faced this trouble, this problem in the past before. If it's a natural disaster, if it's something that is destabilizing, okay? You are good at maintaining calm under pressure, balance under stress. You are good at dealing with it and handling it. You are not shaken. You are maintaining your balance in the chaos. You are staying upright. You are doing a really great job. Like I said, I'm sorry to be so repetitive, but you are doing a great job handling this conflict, this problem. And other people are looking to you for guidance, authority, strength, stability, because you seem to know the way through. You seem to understand what it takes. You seem to have the lantern at this time. You seem to have the authority. Yeah, you seem to know the way. Yeah, people think you know the way. And I feel like you are being very open with this information. You are being very helpful. And that's really great of you, actually. Where's that magician? Because that kept coming out. Yeah. I feel like this is the message. Sorry, I'm not cherry picking, I promise. It just keeps coming through. It wants to come through. This is the message. You know the way. And look, as above, so below, through the darkness and the cold. Hold on. As above, so below, through the darkness and the cold. Shine my light for those who know. Show me now the way to go. Something like that. Some kind of, that's interesting. You may be doing magic or some kind of incantation. Show us now the way to go. Something like that. Are you talking to Hecate? Like you have a connection to Hecate? She's got the torch. You're the torch bearer? Do you have Ophiuchus in your chart? Fascinating. There's something different about the way that you are handling this situation, that other people are looking to you for guidance, because it's true. You have the way forward through the darkness. You have the light. I also see you as kind of a threat right now, Scorpio, like an anglerfish. You know, like the anglerfish with the lure, the bioluminescent, and it's got the big teeth. And it like, somebody is, maybe it's not you, but I'm getting it's you maybe. A little bit. Where there, and I don't mean to accuse you of anything nefarious at all whatsoever, and this may not resonate with everybody, but for somebody, and maybe it's not you, maybe it's somebody that you're dealing with, but please take it as it resonates for you, of course. It's a general reading for Scorpio. If you'd like personal details, we could do a personal reading. You could email me for that. But I'm seeing an anglerfish. We're talking about a light in the dark, and I'm starting to see an anglerfish. Do you know what that is with the big teeth? And it's got the little thing, the little lure with the bioluminescent little thing, and it uses the little light to attract smaller fishes who think that this is something good, and then it eats them. Be careful with that. I don't know. Maybe that's you right now. It's that would be someone who's taking advantage of a situation for their own personal gain and exploiting other people's weaknesses and dependence on them. And I'm not so sure that that's the love and light path, Scorpio. I'm not so sure that that's the highest and best use of your talent as a light bringer. But you do you. You got to do what you got to do. I see a ladybug that just landed. A ladybug just landed on my systems oracle. Do you see that? Hello, ladybug. She seems very confused. I'm going to put her over here. There you go. So let's get a systems oracle. Anglerfish is also a light in the dark. So be careful who you trust at this time, because it may not be you. It may be somebody else. Like if you're going through a dark place, if you're going through a natural disaster, something terrible has happened, and you are navigating this dark ordeal. Not all lights in the dark are stars and lanterns and helpful. There's an anglerfish. There are sharks patrolling these waters. And you got to be careful about that. Whoever I'm talking to, watch out for the anglerfish. Not every light in the dark is your friend. All right. That could be important guidance. So you got to keep it moving. It's like riding a bike. I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles lately has been speaking to me about riding a bike. The way that you stay upright on a bike is by keeping it moving. Because when you stop pedaling and you stop the wheels, the bike is going to lose balance and fall over. But if you keep pedaling and keep the wheels moving, you can stay upright. That's how a bike works. So it's like keep it upright, keep it moving, keep up the momentum, keep it upright. Just saying. So, yeah. Something about dealing with this unknown territory is going to reveal something about your spirit, your purpose here, and it shows you who you are. It brings out parts of yourself that otherwise would not be accessed. Are you in the flood zone right now? Did you get flooded? I feel like I'm talking to Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the water signs. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I saw it in the news, but I was like getting, especially with Pisces, I was getting like disaster, natural disaster, flooding. Could be that you're dealing with that right now. I'm seeing it. Doesn't have to be. It could still resonate with you. Something confusing here. Somebody is offering you assistance as you're navigating a very difficult, confusing situation where you don't know what to choose and you don't know who to trust. This is a life-changing situation. It may even be life or death for somebody. It's serious. Trust your own clear perception. Trust your own power. Listen to your intuition, obviously, all the time, of course. I do see that things are changing for the better. Things are turning around for you. You are kind of already on the other side of this, whereas other people may not be. You have that direct connection to spirit and to universal intelligence. So yeah, you are navigating through this darkness, and I see you doing a great job keeping it upright. All right, cool. I don't want to repeat myself a million times. So that's the synopsis. What's the systems oracle for Scorpio, please? We've got system. Okay, system. And stability. Yes, system stability. Stabilizing your own systems here. Let's read for number 36 first. This talks about recognizing your power and influence as part of a larger whole, like a part of the ecosystem, a part of functioning larger than yourself. Connected, accountable, integrity, consequence, and wholeness. The system card represents the intricate connections and influences shaping our lives. It reminds us that we are all part of a larger whole and that our actions have ripple effects beyond our immediate sphere. This card encourages you to consider the long-term consequences of your choices and act with integrity and responsibility. While it may be tempting to focus solely on your own needs and desires, remember that your well-being is intimately tied to the health of the larger system. You may be dealing with some kind of chaos disorder, lack of structure, dysfunctional components, broken processes, and systemic failure. Yeah, that's what we're talking about here, systemic failure. There's been a breakdown in your situation, in your systems, in your lifestyle, in your everyday. Just like a natural disaster. Doesn't have to be literally, although it could be. It's an interruption in all of the systems. Right? So recognize that your well-being is intimately tied to the health of the larger system. Maybe this is what is being brought to your attention. This is the kind of consciousness. You are on the threshold of realizing this. You are taking action. Your actions will benefit yourself and others, but there's something here that's creeping me out. Anglerfish. Are you acting with integrity and responsibility? Because it looks like you could be, but for somebody it looks like maybe not so much. What are you doing here? Well, let's read stability. What does integrity look like to you? What does responsibility mean to you, you know? So this says centered, strong foundation, calmness, and integrity. Yeah, that's what the Emperor is giving, like calm under pressure. I felt like you were very balanced and calm in the midst of all this chaos. You were handling it very, very well. And that's why people are looking to you, because you seem like you know what you're doing. Do you know what you're doing? Are you giving false impression? Are you taking advantage? Are you exploiting? Or are you being exploited by somebody who looks like they know what they're doing? Taking advantage of vulnerable people in a time of crisis? Using your power to... I don't know. So there is some chaos here. Working on making the most of a situation. I think you're trying to do the right thing, but you really can't. Like, I think you would like to, but I feel like sometimes maybe we're in a crisis in this reading today. And all bets are off and all sort of morality has gone out the window and you don't really have a choice. Are you like immersed in a very chaotic situation and you have to act kind of out of character? Or I'm not going to blame you for what you do in survival mode. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to condemn or condone anything that you're doing. I'm simply reading the cards and I'm picking up on a vibe of anglerfish, which is like a light in the dark that's actually a big scary set of teeth that's gonna bite somebody. So I would be concerned for you if you were the one who was gonna get eaten. But I guess an anglerfish has to eat too. I mean, we all have to eat, right? Everybody's got to eat. Anglerfish didn't decide to be an anglerfish. You know, a predator is not unethical or immoral. A tiger, a lion is not immoral for eating a gazelle, right? We don't judge the lion for eating the gazelle. But I think as humans, we are trying to have a civilization here. And there are certain social contracts that are very fragile that we all agree to because we are living in an intricate social network that benefits all of us. And our individual well-being is intricately connected to the well-being of our neighbors. And so if we want to be safe in our own home, we want to make sure our neighbors are also safe. Our house is not safe if our neighbor's house is on fire. If your neighbor's house is on fire, you have a real strong interest in making sure that fire is put out before it spreads to your house, right? So that's just an example. It's like, how are these things that are happening around you also a part of your life? How is what you're doing also affecting the fragile social contract? Do you believe in upholding that? Or do you believe that it's every man for themselves out here? Maybe it is where you are. I feel like you are just totally focused on your money, your comfort, your stability, your security. And I do feel like someone is being a little bit short-sighted here. But like I said, the anglerfish didn't choose to be born an anglerfish. The lion and the tiger did not choose to be the lion and the tiger. They simply exist. They are divine beings like the rest of us. They have the spark of the divine, the predator and the prey. That's part of nature. And so do we moralize to the lion and tell the lion or the tiger that they should be a vegetarian? That would not work. That would be unethical. I also just heard, what is that phrase, that saying? It says, what is normal for the spider is chaos for the fly. So this is normal for you, and it's chaos for other people. And I feel like you are doing a great job handling a chaotic situation because you already lived in that chaos. Like, your life was already chaos before this happened. Now other people have just joined you in the chaos or whatever. I'm almost getting like you were, okay, this may not resonate with everybody, obviously. Take it. If it doesn't, leave it, you know. But if you were homeless, for instance, you are an unhoused individual. You're living on the street. You've been living on the street for 10 years. You know all about it. You've been there, done that. This is your life. It's unstable. It has always been this way for the longest time. And now here comes a bunch of people who just lost their house. And Cancer and Pisces just lost their houses. And now they're on the streets too with you. But you've been there for a lot longer. You're a much bigger animal than they are. And so some kind of chaos or natural disaster caused other people to now be where you've already been the whole time. Like, welcome to my world is what you're saying. I've already been here. Where have you been? You've been comfortable? Oh, well, you do not have the advantage in this situation. I do. I am the veteran of this situation, not you. I know the rules. I know the ropes. You don't. And so you have a certain authority here. You have experience here that they don't. And so you can exploit that to your benefit. You can exploit their vulnerabilities. You can use that against them. You can withhold that information, or you can choose to be very giving and generous of that information. Or you could choose to give false information, and you could mislead people on purpose to your advantage. It's up to you. I see you exploiting a situation to your benefit. Let's read for stability. Okay, strong foundation. Yeah, that was reminding me of the Emperor being very calm, having integrity. There's that word integrity again. The stability card represents the quality of being grounded, centered, and secure in the face of life's challenges and uncertainties. Yeah, it invites you to cultivate a strong foundation of inner strength and resilience to weather the storms of change with calmness and composure. Stability does not mean stagnation or rigidity, but rather the ability to adapt and grow while maintaining your core identity, or core integrity, rather. In a constantly shifting and evolving world, embrace the stability with rootedness and flexibility. So there's more chaos, there's more instability, lack of foundation, unpredictability, and disconnected from security is around, okay? You are evolving, you are being flexible, you are adapting, you're improvising, adapting, overcoming, you are staying centered. We were talking about that, your inner strength and your connection to source intelligence, connection to universal intelligence is keeping you centered. Your inner strength and your connection to universal intelligence is keeping you centered and balanced as you weather the storm of uncertainty and unpredictability, whether literally or figuratively. So I feel like you're just focused on doing what you need to do for yourself, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Who am I to say? Who am I to say? But the word integrity came up several times, so let's just remember that. Here's the ladybug again, over here. I love that ladybug. Okay, do we want anything else? What time do we at? 24:37 on the clock. Let's get you a spirit animal. Hey, why not? Spirit animal. For my Scorpio, please. Watch it be the anglerfish. How funny would that be? I don't even think they have that in this deck. This is like nice animals. There's tigers, though. Tigers are scary. They're huge. You definitely don't want to find a tiger in the forest. Let me catch you in the forest. Okay, so it says white stag, protector. Ooh, the emperor could be like a protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Are you going to create blessings with your magic? Maybe you are. Maybe. Maybe. Let's get you a... Oh, that fell right out. Discrimination. Venus and Virgo. Using your discernment to make good choices. And we've got generosity. Saturn and Leo at the bottom. So we'll take it. Because I feel like generosity was at the beginning here. It's bringing us back to the beginning. And I like that. So let's read Venus and Virgo, first of all, which is discrimination, as in using your discernment. Being very exclusive. So this indicates a close friendship that may develop further. A total makeover or a love affair with someone at work. When this card is picked, it shows the need to be ultra selective, using all powers of discretion to attain your aims. Be very selective, use your discernment, your discretion when you're attaining your aims, okay? Because not everybody out here is your friend right now. It's chaos, all right? So you do have a total makeover. Well, with the Tower, the Ten of Swords, and all of this here, I mean, yeah, total makeover. The Wheel of Fortune, total makeover. This is a pivotal moment. This is a proving ground. This is going to prove something to you about yourself and about the world. It is going to show you something very important that is going to be necessary for your future. What you're destined to have, what you're destined to receive. This is one of those pivotal moments in your life that decides which timeline in the multiverse are you going to wake up on tomorrow. All right, use your discretion. This is a total makeover. All right, Saturn in Leo. Generosity. This is an opportunity to shine, being asked to perform for a good cause, teaching creative skills to those less talented, helping with the education of children. The subject of the reading has much creative joy to share. If this is offered with no strings attached, the chances of a successful outcome are assured. Are you offering your generosity with no strings attached, or are you using something here? I don't know. I mean, you're being guided because remember, karma is a thing. What goes around comes around. What do you want to be responsible for? What kind of consequences do you want to live with? Make sure that you can live with the consequences of what you've done. I don't know what you did, Scorpio, or what you're thinking about doing. Maybe it's okay. Maybe that's fine. It's up to you. This is too many. What have we got? I'll look at them. Blood sacrifice. Blood sacrifice talks about exactly what I was just saying. Kneel before no one. Dimensional shift. Bring your own seat to the table. You know what? We're taking it. We're taking it. Blood sacrifice. I can't believe that card just came out. That's exactly what I was just talking about. You have a choice to make. Can you live with the consequences of the decision that you make? Okay. And then we've got kneel before no one. Kneel before no one. Dimensional shift is just like the Tower and the Ten of Swords here. Something has been irrevocably changed forever, and there's no going back. Bring your own seat to the table. I want to read bring your own seat to the table. I don't remember what that one means, but it's kind of self-explanatory. It says, this is an invitation and imperative and possibly a challenge to show up authentically with your imperfect offering. To mimic another is delusion. To covet another's seat is a destructive fantasy. The work is wanting what you have and seeing the value in your unique contribution. Bring your own seat to the table and know that it is enough. What you bring to the table, Scorpio, is enough. If it's a potluck dinner and you're bringing your macaroni and cheese, that's your homemade macaroni and cheese, that's your personal recipe, everybody's going to love it. It's enough to be authentic to who you are, okay? Don't try to mimic other people. Don't try to copy other people. Don't try to take someone else's seat. It's a destructive fantasy. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to them. Bring your own seat. You have your own seat, and your own seat is good enough. You have your own unique contribution to the world. It is good enough. In fact, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. We love it. Blood sacrifice. Cognitive dissonance occurs when an individual's behavior conflicts with their personal morality, causing them to separate their actions from the consequences they produce. This practice preserves the ego at the expense of the soul. In addition to enabling the masses to participate in atrocities they would never consciously condone, it creates a debt in the spirit world that isn't acknowledged in the physical, driving a wedge between this essential connection with it driving a wedge between this essential connection and with it an existential sense of loss. The universe accepts payment in blood. It's a form of fuel, but a peculiar one. Make sure every choice you make is one you can live with, because live with it you must. What do you need that requires blood, and can you live with it on your hands, anglerfish? Just saying. Okay, anglerfish. Can you? Kneel before no one. I love this card. Let's read it. We like reading. Do you like it? Stay tuned. I'll read. Where is it? Aha. Kneel before no one. Pride is a sin, but dignity is a necessity. Pride will cost everything and leave you with nothing. Without dignity, however, you lose yourself, at which point nothing is worth having. As a human being, a member of a community, an interdependent participant of an interconnected web, embrace humility, make amends for harm caused, clean up your side of the street at every opportunity, and don't be an asshole. As compressed stardust, a microcosm of the universe itself, a child of these awesome cosmos, never accept crumbs. Stand on your feet, hold your head up, look them in the eye, and kneel before no one. Okay. So pride is a sin, but dignity is a necessity. There's a difference. As a member of a community, as a member of the system, an interconnected web, don't be an asshole. It's going to come back to you. Can you live with the consequences on your soul for whatever this is? Or are you going to rise up and use your integrity and your authenticity to bring your unique blessings of magic, right? Create blessings with your magic. Or don't. I don't know. I feel like Scorpio's getting called out. I feel like we started this reading thinking Scorpio had the answers, and then we've ended this reading thinking maybe Scorpio doesn't always use those answers for the best and highest good. Maybe you do. I think you're being redirected here. Sometimes we get called out. Wouldn't you want someone to tell you? If you're still watching this, maybe you know what I'm saying. Maybe you know what I mean. You're being warned, basically. Everything we do has consequences. Everything we do, every decision we make is a part of a larger system. This might not even be you. This could be someone you're dealing with. But I don't know. It feels very much like it's you. Let me know in the comment section. I'm like, ooh, this is rough today. This is tough. Like, if you're going to help people, do it with no strings attached. Do it because you are intending to create blessings with your magic. And the blessings that you create will expand your own personal abundance times 10 because you're making the world a better place. The same world that you live in. So the world that you live in will be a better place. Therefore, you will benefit from making the world a better place. You are also going to suffer the consequences if your actions are out here making the world a worse place to live in. Just saying. So one last card is called Dimensional Shift. I don't know who I'm calling out today. Oh my God. I feel like somebody's not going to like this. I'm not sure. Okay. A sudden upheaval has changed you forever. You are a different version of yourself than you were before. This cannot be undone. Once you cross that line, you will be a different version of yourself than you were before. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, are you the one that hurt Cancer's feelings? Are you the one that Pisces is looking to for help? I don't know. This is crazy. All three of these readings feel very connected to me, but the connection seems kind of nebulous. Like it's hard and it's ambiguous to me. Like it's hard for me to see exactly what it is. Cancer is not gonna, I don't think Cancer is gonna fall for it, but I think Pisces will. Oh no. Oh no. I hope not. They're gonna look to you for guidance. I think Cancer is gonna go elsewhere and find an earth sign to be with, but I think Pisces is probably gonna think that you have an answer here. And yeah, here's Pisces. Yeah, so it's up to you how you want to deal with this. This is gonna change you forever. Yeah, this is fate. It's like this is deciding the rest of your fate, your life. I feel like this is a crossroads. You could go either way. You're balancing, you're spinning plates. You're trying to keep some things upright, and who can blame you? I'm not. I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to help you to overcome this chaos and to rise above and ascend and elevate. And, you know, the whole point of doing this to me is to help to elevate the collective consciousness and to try to create like a better world or something, you know, through spirituality and healing and sharing guidance and being the intermediary. And I need to give the message as it comes to me. So this message is making me feel like I'm calling somebody out, and that's not really a very comfortable space for me personally, because I like to just be more positive than that. And yeah, but this is what I'm given today, and I do what is mine to do. So this is your reading, and I hope this was helpful. Yes, it's like someone's coming to you for guidance, and they're putting a lot of trust in you. You have power in a situation here, and I would hate to see you lose your soul in some kind of exploitation scheme that's probably not even going to work out. But if you choose to rise above and to do the right thing, I think you will be rewarded for that. But it's up to you. So which way are you going to go with this? Does this resonate for anybody? I can't imagine who this is going to resonate for. Maybe it's just not a good time right now to do crime this weekend. Like, if you like doing crime, all right, right now might not be the best moment for that. Maybe not today. Maybe, like, I don't know. Don't do it. Try to be helpful if you can. And if you can't, well, try to be, yeah, if you can't be good, if you can't be perfect, if you can't be good, at least try to be aware and be real, be authentic, have integrity, at least be aware of yourself, I guess. Because there's a lot of smoke and mirrors here. There's a lot of, like, I guess, like, if you can't, what am I seeing? I'm getting a message here. Hold on. Somebody once upon a time, years ago, some artist friend of mine was talking about creating artwork and hanging in museums and doing shows, because I used to do that a long time ago. I used to do art shows all the time. And I remember, and it's coming to mind right now, I don't know why. We'll see if this resonates for anybody. Maybe, I don't know. But it said, if you can't, talking about painting, talking about making artwork and doing shows, if you can't make it good, make it big. And if you can't make it big, make it red. And I was like, oh my God. Like, you're painting, right? You're making a painting. And if you're not a good painter, at least you can make a big painting. Like, if you can't make a good painting, you can make a big one. And if you can't make a big one, then you can at least make it red. Use red. But that's reminding me of blood. And oh my God. This is a little weird today. I'm not gonna lie, anglerfish. I'm talking to an anglerfish today. If you can't make it good, make it big. If you can't make it big, make it red. That's what I've got for you today, Scorpio. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was of service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. You can email me. Yeah, there's something so corrosive here. This is so corrosive. Like salt water at the ocean at low tide. It's breaking something down. Something's breaking down. Sorry, I'm getting another message. Something's breaking down. And you are already there. You already know how to deal with the breakdown better than anybody else. And so other people are dealing with it for the first time, but you've been there, done that. So you have prior knowledge that other people don't. And you could either use this for good or you could use it for evil. You could use it for anything. You could be amoral. You could just decide to do whatever you got to do and not be ethical or moral whatsoever. You could be a law unto yourself. It's your choice. All right, really. That's what I've got for you today, Scorpio. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was of service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. You can email me. I'll let you know how it works. You let me know what you need. But in any case, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye-bye.